The Buckeyes just a couple, including a trip to Penn State right around the corner, but some business to do first. It's Tomasello and Schroeder underway. Quick single there by Tomasello. Switch to a double, and there's really you can't say enough about a wrestler, the quality of Nate Tomasello.
Oh, yeah. Great kid. Great way to find his positions on his feet. Just always battling.
Very, very well put together, 125-pounder.
Oh, yes.
Vegas champion earlier this year. One of two to win the title for the Buckeyes out at the Cliff Keen Invitational. Another takedown for Tomasello.
Looking to really work that Turk on that far side. He can't get his shoulder to rotate through. Great job by Schroeder locking that out.
I know we were talking before before the duel started. You said Schroeder's just fearless. He doesn't shy away from a challenge.
No, he loves getting a challenge in. I mean, even as a freshman, he come in and find the toughest, baddest senior out there and really put it to him. And there's just no fear in that kid. And I think he's a great nod here at 125.
My favorite was when you said he would just walk up to multiple All-American national runner-up like Chris Flieger in practice and just say, "You're mine today."
Oh, yeah.
It's an interesting thing for a 19-year-old kid to do. Tomasello looking for the cradle. He's riding hard. He's closing in on a minute on top.
Good
And
job.
there's an escape.
Good job sealing out that elbow.
So back on their feet.
Tomasello is really looking for that drag on that far side, single to a high crotch. If he can get that far angle, he'll go single, and if he can, he'll just go to the high crotch. Whoop, back to the other side.
Tomasello with a 17-5 major Friday night against 19th ranked wrestler from IU, Elijah Oliver. Tomasello in the midst of a 31-match winning streak. He's got a chicken wing on one side, was looking at a half. Now he's running the wing, and they're out of bounds.
See how his head is still within the plane of the prism. So that's when we're not out of bounds yet. You can stick your hand over the out of bounds line, and you're still technically in. So as long as you don't break that prism or vertical cylinder, then you'll be fine.
Now Tomasello works it back towards the middle. He's got a half in pretty deep. Trying to sink that. 20 seconds to go. Under 20 left in the first period here. Good job by Schroeder balling up, not giving the near fall. And again, Tomasello keeping a foot in. That's a smart move at this point. Over 2 minutes of riding time, a 4-1 advantage going to the second. Tomasello on bottom. And that'll be a caution on the bottom man.
The new setup for calling the beginning of the period has really changed this year. They've added a long pause after the set, and it's really throwing a lot of guys off this year. One big thing to notice.
That anticipation is so big on bottom.
And that's what they're really trying to eliminate is guys jumping the whistle early.
Yeah.
So there's a set and long pause.
Good shot attempt there by Schroeder. Couldn't close it off. Nice underhook for Tomasello. Power double. Another takedown by Tomasello, now 7-1. Tomasello looking like he's going to release Schroeder. Instead, he jumps back in, and he's got Luke Schroeder in trouble now. In a cradle, out of bounds.
See, we broke his feet, left the prism, or the cylinder, so now that's out of bounds.
That was a good call and an interesting sequence there as Schroeder was in all sorts of trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Tomasello couldn't quite
lock that cradle up.
Cover all the bases, locking the cradle up and staying in bounds. Side control. Tomasello does give up the escape there. Goes for a quick single. At this point, we're getting pretty late. Tomasello now up 9-3. If he wants to get the major or maybe a tech, he's going to have to start taking down and cutting. Another outside single.
Keep in mind, though, for tech fall, you need a turn in order to get those 5 points instead of 4.
He might get the yep. He's getting the 2 count.
2 count.
It was a quick 2 count. He got it. Hasn't broken the hold yet.
Notice how the ref's still holding.
25 seconds remaining. Still on the same hold, and Schroeder doing a good job of sort of staying out of trouble at this point. Under 10 to go in the second. It's 11-3, a 2 count waiting to be awarded. And there it is at the end of the period. So 13-3. Riding time is locked up at over 3 minutes. And Schroeder will select down. Tomasello. Once again, looking at that tight waist tilt. Schroeder rolls all the way through it, nothing given. It's a 1, and there's the 2 count. We're going to settle in here, a minute 40 for Schroeder to stay off his blades. And there it is. So a fall for Nathan Tomasello here. 30 seconds into the third period, and 6 quick points for the Ohio State Buckeyes.